Alright guys, Player's Handbook coming at you today with a 35-point battle report. Today they're playing a scenario which is called Killing Field, and we're going to play the new Steamroller version of it. So, basically there's 1, 2, 3 control points. Starting at the beginning of turn 2, at the end of each player's turn, if they're controlling one of these 3 marks, they get a control point. First player to 7 wins. Catch is at the end of player turn 2, one of them randomly disappears. So, playing today, going first, we've got Jeremy, and he's playing his Trollbloods today. So, Jeremy, tell us what you got.
Got Impaler number 1, Impaler number 2, Axer number 1, Grim Angus, my favorite, Axer number 2. Coming here, we got full unit of the cavalry, Long Riders, got a Fell Caller, and I got a full unit of Stone Bear Stone Scribes and the attachment.
Alright, so and today the Trollbloods are defending their homeland against Philip. Alright, Phil, what you got going on today?
Alright, I brought my scorn out. I've got a Gladiator, a Cannoneer, and a Bronzeback. I've got a full unit of Beast Handlers, a Kreia, Rochef, aka Fatty, and a max unit of Annihilators, and it's a tier 1 list.
Alright, so guys, you've seen the armies, you've seen the players, you know the scenario. So we'll be back after Troll turn.
Alright guys, this is the board at the end of Scorn turn 1. We decided to film turn 1 together because not a whole lot of stuff happened. So Jeremy, what did Trolls do on turn 1?
Impaler number 1 ran, Impaler number 2 ran. This Axer rawled for 2, then ran. Grim Angus advanced, cast Return Fire on himself and both Impalers, and cast Rush on the second Impaler. Then he disregarded the last Fury. Then this Axer proceeded to run. Long Riders ran, Stone Bears and Stone Scribes ran, and the Fell Caller ran.
Alright, and so for Scorn, on turn 1, my Annihilators ran and kind of formed out a line in front of my Titans. The Gladiator and Bronzeback both walked up. The Cannoneer moved a couple inches forward and took a shot at the Cavalry, killing the first one on a boosted damage roll, dealing 1 damage to this guy right here, and 7 damage to that guy right there. So, not a bad opening turn for the Cannoneer. The Beast Handlers moved up and stripped all the fury off of the Cannoneer. The Kreia put its animus on itself, and then Rochef cast Carnivore on the Bronzeback and sat on 6 fury. We'll be back with Trolls turn 2. Alright guys, here's the board at the end of Trolls turn 2. So Jeremy, what went on?
Alright, Elise my Fury. The Fell Caller gives Long Riders Pathfinder. Then he moves 6. The Long Riders ran through the woods to their objective. Axer moved and cast Rush on an Impaler. Then the other Axer moved, cast Rush on the other Impaler. That's why both of them each have 2. Impaler moved with his +2 speed, giving him 7. Put his own animus on himself to better threat range. Hitting
Annihilator right here.
Killing him, did way more damage than he needed. And you failed your toss. Other Impaler tried to do the same thing with casting his own animus on himself, snipe, missing the target. But both of them, there's way too much fury out here now. Grim Angus moved up, put snipe on himself, shot, boosted the hit, missed. Then he cast Return Fire on him and the Impalers again, dropping the last fury he had on the unit Stone Scribes. Then they moved from where they were and used Protective Aura +2 armor to everything within 4 inches and +1 strength.
Alright, and then before points were given out for the turn, we rolled to see what objective won away. We rolled a 4, so the middle objective disappeared. So currently it's Jeremy 2, Phil nothing. We'll be back with Scorn turn 2.
Alright guys, we're back with Scorn turn 2, and Philip will tell you what happened. Alright Philip, what'd you do this turn?
Alright, first thing happened, Annihilators tried to charge the Long Runners. Only 2 of them could make it into the charge range, the rest had to run. One of them missed, the other one swung, hit, but no damage. Next thing that happened was my Gladiator cast its animus on itself and on the cannoneer, and then walked into the woods. Cannoneer moved up, shot at these guys right here, killing the UA outright. 2 of them passed tough tests, and then the guy with the giant stone decided, instead of making a tough roll, to kill one of his own guys. So it was fairly effective. Beast handlers then moved up, stripped off all the fury from the cannoneer. Resheth cast the gladiator's animus on the bronzeback, moved up, and then cast the Kraya's animus on himself. The bronzeback then ran, total of 8 inches plus the 2 inches of movement from the animus, so he went a full total of 10 inches. The Kraya moved up and riled for 1, and that's the end of Skorne turn 2.
Alright guys, we'll get a little brief overview of the board for you. And Jeremy gets 2 more control points, I believe. Or is that's just into his turn?
End of his turn.
Okay, so no, he did not get 2 more control points. My apologies. And we'll be back with Trolls turn 3 here in a minute.
Alright guys, here's the board at the end of Trolls turn 3, and here's Jeremy to tell you what went on.
Alright, Unleash my Fury. 2 Axers had to make threshold checks because they both each had 2 still left on them. So, one of them passed. The other Axer failed his threshold check, and he moved up, did 11 damage to my Impaler. So, we go over here to the Fellcaller. He gave +2 to melee attack rolls to my Long Riders, and he himself charged up, killing 2 guys with Weapon Master. Long Riders moved up to make attacks, killing 3 guys, and I stepped off this point that may cost me. Alright. Grim Angus activated.
Popped his feet.
Then pop shot over here, his regular gun, doing no damage, and then he tried to do lock the target, missed. Alright. These guys, 2 of them stood up, and they shuffled over in front of him. Alright. This Axer, because this one walked off the objective, this one came over and got the objective. Then I proceeded to have an Impaler throw at Cannoneer, boosted attack roll. I slammed him with a critical slam, knocked him back,
killing 2 beast handlers in the process.
Yes, the 2 beast handlers behind him died. Then this Impaler threw over here and whiffed.
That is the end of Trolls turn 3. It is currently 3 points to Jeremy, none to Phil. We'll see you at the end of Skorne turn 3.
Alright guys, we're back. Skorne turn 3. Overview of the board. And Philip, what did Skorne do?
Alright, the first thing I did was I leached my Fury, upkept Carnivore on the Bronzeback. Then over here my Annihilator's activated. Got the Fellcaller down to 1 health, who passed his tough test. I did a little bit of damage to this guy, and I wound up killing another one of the Long Riders here. So, no one's on the objective, that's fine. I'm just slowly killing them down, tying them up. Next thing that happened was my Bronzeback ran up, but due to his feet, he could only move a grand total of 2 inches. Gladiator put its animus on itself and ran, so it went a total of 4 inches. Cannoneer, Resheth had forced it to get up during his control phase, got up, moved up 4 inches, took a shot, killing out 3 more of these stone guys and dealing 6 damage to the caster. Beast Handlers activated and stripped off the Fury from the Cannoneer. Then activated Resheth, who moved over 4 inches, tried to cast Blood Mark on the Trollcaster, rolled 3 once. It's just my luck today. Then the Kraya activated, put its animus on itself for 2. I still have no points. Jeremy's got 3. We'll see what happens next round.
Alright guys, we'll be back with Troll turn 4.
Alright guys, here's the board. It's the end of Trolls turn 4. Jeremy did a lot of things, got his objectives back, so he's going to explain it to you. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Alright. Release my Fury. We come over here to the Fellcaller. He stood up, gave +2 melee attack rolls to the Long Riders. Then he himself killed 2 guys again, because he's awesome. These 3 guys managed to kill 2 guys also.
They also moved back on the objective, which may turn out to be key later.
Alright. So, the Impalers threw at the Bronzeback. Am I correct?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the Bronzeback.
Bronzeback. And did 3 points of damage.
He did a hyper-aggressive move towards them.
Moved closer. Alright, the other Impaler choked over here, didn't do anything. Then I had an Axer charge, didn't do anything, he missed. And Grim Angus was here, moved back 6, shot a knockdown snare, knocked him down, didn't do any damage. Then he tried 2 different spells, they didn't work. and these guys moved up and didn't do anything.
Right, and that's the end of Troll's turn 4. You got another 2 control points, so it's now Jeremy 5, Phil nothing. See what happens now.
Alright guys, we're back with Skorne turn 4, and Philip to tell us what happened. Alright Phil, what'd you do?
Alright, first things first, I leashed all my Fury, and then my Annihilator slid over here, tried to kill this guy, missed. Then over here, after upkeeping that spell, which I should have said, the Rochette activated, moved 4, popped his feet, and cast Breath of Corruption on these stone guys, which one lived. So then the Cannoneer activated, shot them. He made his tough roll, knocking him down. I then activated my Beast Handlers, who medicated and enraged. The Gladiator then activated and threw the Axer into this spear guy here, killing it and dealing a significant amount of damage to this guy. The Kreia slid over, and then my Bronzeback, which started off here, put his Animus on himself, and slowly beat his way over to the objective that is now sitting on top of it. And that's it for my turn 4. So I finally get a control point, and I probably should have tried to kill his caster. I could have this turn, but I didn't realize it. It's the breaks, it happens, so we'll see what happens next turn.
Good old Richard sitting by, thinking stuff. That's what I do.
You're thinking.
Alright guys, we're back with Troll's turn 5.
Alright guys, this is the board at the end of Troll's turn 5. Jeremy's got 6 control points now and is in a pretty strong position to finish off the game. So Jeremy, what went on this turn?
Alright, Grim Angus leaves his Fury. Then over here, Phil Collar gave himself Pathfinder, ran over here. This guy stood up, walked back. Cavalry activated, killing
The Annihilator.
And staying on the objective. Alright, Grim Angus shot with a snare gun, knocking this one down. Then cast a spell where he cannot lock the target, where he cannot run, be placed, or charge next turn. And he did like 3 damage to him.
Yeah, 3 damage.
And kept 2 just in case something goes down next turn. So then we have the Axer come over and
deal some damage to the Bronzeback.
He ends up having 4 left, but both of these Axers moved. This will stay in his backyard.
So that's the end of the turn, guys. My Bronzeback's sitting on an objective, and we'll see what happens. See if I can't kill the caster. Otherwise, it's game over for Skorne.
Alright, guys, we're back with Skorne turn 5 in the end of the game. This was a close one, and I'll let Philip tell you what happened. Alright, Phil.
I hate tough. Point gets. Bronzeback passed his threshold check. Gladiator failed it, so he had to charge the Axer here, dealing 10 points of damage to it. I then activated my Beast Handlers, which ran up to here. I then activated Rochette, who moved up 4, cast the Gladiator's Animus on the Cannoneer, and then cast Thunder Spirit through one of the Beast Handlers, killing it, dealing 6 points of damage to his caster. I then activated the Cannoneer, who walked up 6 due to the Gladiator's Animus getting the plus 2 inches of movement. Boosted attack to hit the caster, hit. Boosted damage roll. Jeremy just had to make a tough test. Rolled a 5, so we did. And since I know, then it forced me to move the Bronzeback off the objective, and through taking a free strike from this Axer right here, couldn't get out of there, died. So that effectively is the end of the game because I won't be able to get an objective, and I didn't kill his caster.
So Trolls take the day by scenario. This guy, lucky ass tough rolls. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed. It's been another battle report from Player's Handbook. So we're out till next time. Later.